Good evening. There's a lot to get to tonight, but I wanted to start off with some good news, which also happens to be very personal news. In April 2020, in the early dark days of the pandemic, you may recall I announced the birth of my son, Wyatt. These are the pictures I showed of Wyatt then, taken just days after he was born. Well, this is Wyatt today. He's nearly 22 months old, and he is sweet and funny and the greatest joy in my life. If he looks particularly happy in this picture, it's because he now has a baby brother. His name is Sebastian, and I would like you to meet him. This is Sebastian Luke Maisani-Cooper. He was 6.8 pounds at birth, and he is healthy and happy. Even his occasional hiccups are, to me, adorable. He mostly just sleeps and eats, and he certainly poops, but he already seems like a wise and thoughtful little chap. Wyatt and now Sebastian are being raised by me and my best friend and former partner, Benjamin Maisani. We're co-parents. Wyatt calls me Daddy, and Benjamin is Papa. We're a family. Benjamin is also in the process of adopting Wyatt, so Wyatt's last name will be changed soon to Maisani-Cooper as well. Wyatt helped us put together Sebastian's crib and calls his little brother by his middle name, Luke. Sebastian is a mouthful for a 22-month-old. We want to thank the amazing doctors and nurses who helped bring Sebastian into the world, and most of all, thank the surrogate who carried Sebastian and gave birth to him. The sacrifices she and her entire family made, and the love that they gave Sebastian this past year has been extraordinary. We'll never forget the kindness and all of her and her family and all surrogates who helped bring new life and new love into the world. When I announced Wyatt's birth, I said that I like to imagine my mom and dad and brother, all of whom are no longer alive, with their arms around each other, smiling and joyful at his birth. Well, these past 22 months, I have felt them watching over us very strongly, and I already feel their love for Sebastian. The family I was born into may be gone, but I feel them alive in the family that we have created. New love and new life. Before he died, my dad wrote, "Life itself is brief, and yet each life encloses all eternity. We are, all of us, separately and together engaged on the same tough journey. Each of us alike tastes of its joys and its sorrows. Each of us gets by as best he can. And we must, whenever possible, reach out to each other tentatively to touch with our hands, with our eyes, and with our hearts. We must wish for each other love and laughter, good thoughts, and happy days. We must go rejoicing in the blessings of this world, chief of which is the mystery, the magic, the majesty, and the miracle of life.